Hi, hello, it's Maya. Welcome back to my channel. I don't want to do a lot of talking, mostly because I don't have any updates or really anything to talk about, at least not at the moment. So we're just gonna jump right into this video and get the fuck to it. Does that sound good with everybody? I hope so, because that's what's happening. No, I know a lot of you are probably like, thank God, Maya, like you're gonna shut the fuck up for once. Before we get into this, if you like a hot mess, maybe you would subscribe or not. I don't know. I don't really care. Maybe just check links in the description. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Spotify, or what else do I have? I don't really think I have anything else. You can check the description box below for links to like body mod websites and discount codes and stuff like that, because that's cool. Am I convincing you? Because I feel like I am. I'm messing with my hair a lot because I'm insecure. Anyways, so topic of this video is going to be tattoos, but more so like tattoo regrets slash kind of just like the pressure of getting tattoos, especially if you're somebody who looks like me, are interested in tattoos, maybe heavily involved within the tattoo scene. Maybe you watch Ink Master a lot, I don't know. But I just kind of want to talk about the pressures of getting tattoos too fast, getting tattoos young. And the inspiration for this video was the video that Morgan Joyce had made, I don't know how long, it was a few months ago at this point. I will link it here. If I know how mirrors work, maybe it's here. If it's not here, then it's here, so you can figure it out. But I will link that above, and then I will also link Quicken's video about it, because I watched both of them, and I kind of liked both stances that they had. Morgan's video was more so based on the fact that she was very regretful of the fact that she had gotten so many tattoos so fast, so young. And she states a lot of the fact that if it was up to her, she would have gotten tattoos slower and in different styles, because, you know, she got them young. You don't really know what you're into, really. Like, you think that you do, but you really don't. So a lot of her opinions on that was the fact that she had gotten tattooed fast, and she regretted it, which is okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's life, shit happens. As for Quicken's video, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember, but I do remember that I watched it, so there's that. But I wanted to give my stance as somebody who, obviously, I'm not covered. I have 7 tattoos, I think. Here's a little tattoo tour really quick, because this will go by fast. This is a tattoo of a lighthouse with a keyhole in it, a tattoo of a snake wrapped around a heart, and then the rest are on my legs. I don't even know if I can show you this. Alright, I got a scorpion, not because I'm a Scorpio, it was a flash day, whatever. I got a spooky clown pumpkin, Beetlejuice, just some flowers, and then let's hope I don't fall and die. The back here, I got my best friends. We got our like @names, usernames, whatever, tattooed on each other because we met online on Tumblr in 2012, and she's still my best friend. So hi, Hannah. I know you don't watch my videos, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm obviously not a very tattooed person. That being said, I am 22, and a lot of people my age have a lot of tattoos. A lot of people my age are covered. I want to talk about the kind of pressures that I know that I feel, and I know that a lot of other people might feel with getting tattoos, because you see all these other people that are your age or maybe even younger who are already filled with tattoos, and you're kind of like, why am I not? Like, why is this taking forever for me to do? And I'm gonna grab this book because I have notes written down. Thank you. For me, especially, but probably for you, if you grow up in like the alternative scene, maybe just like tattoos, whatever, but especially in the alternative scene, it kind of really is like a big staple to be modified, to have piercings, to have stretched ears, to have tattoos. That's a lot of what my influence came from, was listening to bands growing up and seeing all these guys with like a lot of tattoos and big stretched ears, watching shows like LA Ink, Miami Ink, like Ink Master, shit like that, which a lot of that is obviously not real and dramatized, but that's a whole other thing. But it's such a big staple to look different from the rest of society in order to kind of fit into this little group that, you know, we've kind of made for ourselves. But when you see these people online who are like your friends or influencers or just random people who have a lot of tattoos and you don't, it can kind of make you feel pressured to then get more tattoos, because you then feel inadequate and you're like, I need to have all these tattoos in order to fit in. But that's not the case. So I'm going to talk about my personal reasons about why I haven't filled up on tattoos. I do plan on getting more. I plan on filling myself the fuck up, but I haven't done it yet, and I want to talk about why that is. And a lot of it does correlate back to Morgan's video, because it all just comes back to like regret and I guess worry about it. So let's get into that. First thing, it's very simple. Anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety. I don't like going to new places by myself. I don't like going to new places in general. It's very hard for me to talk to people. It's very hard for me to articulate things. So when it comes to actually getting the balls to go to a new place, find parking where I'm not gonna get towed, walk into this space where there's, you know, most tattoo artists are, you know, older men, which is fine, like nothing wrong with that, whatever. I mean, if I get a woman tattooer, congrats, equality. But it's intimidating walking into a space with a lot of testosterone when you're a female. So there's just a lot of anxiety behind going to a new shop, parking, walking into a space, talking to new people, trying to pick out a tattoo, trying to explain to them exactly what it is that you're seeing in your head, trying to maybe draw it out and like articulate things on paper, debating size and placement and how exactly you want the design to look. So there's just a lot of anxious things behind that. And for me, that's like the biggest reason why I haven't gotten a lot of tattoos, because it's nerve-wracking, okay? Second reason is indecision. Now, I know that Morgan talked about this, and I know that this is like a worry for a lot of my friends, it's a worry for me. Deciding on placement of your tattoos and placement planning, especially if you are somebody who plans on getting like full sleeves, full leg pieces, whatever, the indecision when it comes to that can be something that's really hard. You know, like you get tattoos in certain areas and you're kind of like, okay, this was the first one I got. I decided, okay, next I'm gonna get this. Now, when I get more tattoos, I have to figure out how to work around it and create designs and get pieces that are going to fit cohesively with each other. And I have friends and I know people who say that they kind of regret maybe getting tattoos so fast or regret the tattoos that they did get because placing them is really weird. They have a lot of maybe awkward dead spaces and there's just not a lot of things and or options that they have to fill up those spaces. So that's another reason. It's just I want to be able to plan my pieces out cohesively so that everything works together and so that I'm not maybe left down the road with some awkward ass spots because I'm trying to go slower and take my time and really just like figure out what the hell I'm trying to do with my body. Because of that, there's a lot of ideas that I've thrown away. There's a lot of tattoos that I wanted to get when I was like 13, 14, even like 18, 19, where I think about it now and I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Thank God I didn't do that. And even with the seven tattoos that I have now, I have a few that I do regret because I didn't know what I was exactly into. We'll get into that. Anyways, the last main reason is jobs. And I know that this is a very common thing. I know that people love commenting on some of my videos and being like,
hi, welcome to McDonald's, which...
Joke's on you, I've had a job since I was 17 and it's not been McDonald's because fuck that and fuck you. So anyways, obviously I have a job now. I can go in looking exactly like this. I can wear whatever I want. I have that privilege. But in my head, I'm also like, okay, there may be a day where I don't have this job and I need to have a job where I look presentable, which would fucking suck, but whatever. If I have a whole fucking 2 sleeves and a whole fucking neck piece, how am I supposed to get a job then? You feel me? So it's really just playing it safe. A lot of the tattoos that I get, that I plan to get, I want them to be easily hidden. Something that I can hide with long sleeves, long pants, because I just, you know, it all comes back to the anxiety. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I don't know which direction my life is going. If it ends up going in a direction where I maybe can't look the way that I do, then I at least want to be able to have that choice to cover said things up. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is regret. Regret is like the second bigger reason why I'm deciding to take it slow. Not only just the anxiety, but also the fact that, like I said, I already have tattoos where I kind of am not that happy with them. Firstly being this one, which this one isn't bad at all. I love it. When I first started getting tattoos, I thought, okay, you know, I'm always gonna get traditional tattoos. Those are like my favorite. Those are what I feel like resonates with me the most. Those are what looks good to me. But when it came to color stories, I always thought like, oh, I want like big, bright, bold, colorful tattoos. Which is true, but I like the colors to be more muted, and I didn't realize that when I was 18 when I first got this tattoo. So like, this tattoo, I like it. I love this tattoo. Amazing. Wow, great work. However, I did think for a split second maybe I should get the snake in like a black and yellow rather than a green and yellow, and it would look cool. But then I decided last second I'm gonna get it in green, so I got it in green. And do I love it? Yes, but do I still think to myself, maybe it would have looked a lot cooler in black? Yes. So a lot of it is style choices. I prefer mostly black and gray tattoos with like splashes of color. So the one that I have on my leg, how it's mostly black and gray, and then I have the yellow and the red thrown in there, and the yellow and red are both very like dark muted colors. I like that. That's more my dig. And that being said, I think that the designs that I have now are dope. Like, they're very well done. If it's something that you're into, like, you'd be happy with that. That's one thing that I can, like, kind of vouch for myself for, is that, sure, maybe I didn't like the color selection that I chose. However, I went to artists who were good at their work, who knew what the fuck they were doing, and who have solid lines and solid color. I'm just glad that I didn't fill up on all these tattoos where I'm not 100% happy with them before I kind of figured out what my preference for tattoos is. And I also just want to make a disclaimer that this isn't against any tattoo artists who did these. There's really only like 2 or 3 that I'm like not 100 about. Like I said, the artists are great, the work is great, It's just, it was my own fault for not kind of figuring out what color story that I wanted to go with and kind of just jumping into it and being like, whatever, here you go. I know with my pumpkin one, I told them, I was like, you have free reign, like, I don't really care, like, do whatever you want with it. But looking back now, I would have been like, oh, okay, maybe I should have like suggested something. Now, the last thing is that this is more, I guess, of a personal thing. I mean, it's all personal, but this is more really personal, I guess. I didn't want my early 20s to be the time where I used up all my rental space. Now, tattoos don't have to have meaning. Half my tattoos don't have meaning. But I didn't want my early 20s to be the time where I thought of all my tattoo ideas. Like, what if I'm like 29 and I'm filled with tattoos and all of a sudden I think of something and I'm like, son of a bitch, I have no fucking room for it. I would just be annoyed with myself at that point. So it's kind of just about space. I wanted to give myself time and I guess the options of figuring out what the fuck I exactly wanted, writing down ideas, crossing out the ones that I decide a month later that I don't want. So to conclude this video, I just want to say that if you feel pressure to get tattoos, or if you're younger and you think that you have all your tattoo ideas figured out, trust me, you do not, okay? The tattoos that I wanted to get when I was 13, 14, 15, are very cringy, and I'm glad that you have to be 18 in order to get tattoos. And even still, I don't think that you should be 18 running out getting a bunch of shit done. If you do, that's fine. Obviously, like I said, I have friends who've done that. They don't have any regret about it. It's all subjective to the person, but just this whole regret thing, it should be something that you keep in mind. If you got tattoos fast and you're happy with all of them, that's great. Like, honestly, good for you. But that may not be the case with everybody, so I just want to kind of like make it known and put it out there that it's okay to maybe get tattoos that you regret or have tattoos that you regret, and it's okay to want to take your time in figuring out what exactly you want to do with your body, what exactly you want to put on your body, because at the end of the day, these are permanent things. Is tattoo removal an option? Sure. Are cover-ups an option? Sure. Are blast overs options? Yeah, but for me personally, I want to take like every step that I can before that in order to kind of like prevent those things from even being options for me. That is the end of this video, I think. I just wanted to kind of explain my own reasons of why I, like tattoos and why I plan on getting a bunch of tattoos, but also why I'm almost 23 and I don't have a lot. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment and subscribe. And I think that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.